It's another beautiful fall day. I'm walking along the edge of Slipper Lake. This is a road that takes off from Washington Crescent in Elliott Lake. The water is sparkling in the sunlight. It's been a while since I walked this road or path. I think it's mostly just an ATV trail. I drove it once a few years back, maybe probably about 4 years ago. I drove up here, but that was before there was some damage at a culvert that has never been completely repaired. So it's more difficult to bring a full-size vehicle in here. Which is nice because it makes it more peaceful for hikers. That roadway led to a sand pit where it looked like dirt bikes and ATVs might have been having some fun, whipping around. And the road took off to the left, and this less traveled path looked more desirable, so I came this way. And it's pretty in here. Not sure where it leads me, but eventually this is supposed to be some road in this area is supposed to get over to the falls between Elliott Lake and Quimby Lake. But as to whether this is it, I don't know. I did drive over there once, starting off on the same route that I was walking. And I did reach the falls, but I haven't been able to do that a second time, so that was just a fluke. bush is very yellow. I don't think ATVs are driving up here very often, based on the amount of debris I'm seeing on the trail. The sun has switched size on this trail. Oh, that's interesting. There's an old vehicle turned upside down in there. The tracks where someone has been through here with a ATV are filled with water and leaves, so gotta watch where I'm stepping. I'll get a wet foot. And I hope I don't step into any really dense or sticky mud that takes my shoe off, or tries to anyway. I once had that happen with a pair of runners I was wearing, and I ended up with a wet foot, and my shoe is just so packed with mud. It's a bit uncomfortable walking back from the trail. I've come to a fork. I don't know. I think I would stay to the left. Just have to remember to go to the right when I get back to this point. So let me check around, make sure I know what it looks like. There's a little maple tree there. That's where I'm going to go back. Sometimes I think it's good to have the camera with me, because if I do feel like I've lost my way, I can always check the video and see what it's supposed to look like on my way back. Okay, so we're going to this. It's almost 3:30. I may turn around soon. I've been out here approximately an hour. But I am curious about how far this will go. Huh. Almost looks like it's starting to peter out right here. Unless it goes off to the left. Oh, color in the bush is turning a little bit to an orange instead of yellow. My worries about it petering out were greatly exaggerated. Yeah, there's a little bit of color in here. It's nice. There's a rare red one still holding on to its leaves. Huh. Down below it almost looks like there's a cleared trail. I wonder if that's a main ATV. We'll see. Oh, look at that. A bunch of leaves all of a sudden decided to fall. That's pretty. Yep, there's a trail here, so I wonder if it links up with that. Maybe it's a big loop and this goes back around to where I opted to go in a different direction. Now I'm curious. Because that is a definite. Huh. Darn. Wish I knew if that was a loop. I'd go back that way. But I don't. So I should go back the way I came and try that other trail to see if it brings me to this location. Oh, and over here it looks like there's a trail heading off into the bush. But I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to explore that another time. It's a little late to start trying that. I'm going to go over here for a bit to see what's over here, and then I'll head back on the trail I walked in on. Don't want to leave it too late. There are a lot more red leaves on the ground here than there were most of the paths that I've been on so far. And I'm going to head back now on the trail I just came down on. There's a pretty picture. So that's where the red leaves are coming from, I guess. Well, I'll just have to come in and try out that other ATV trail next time. See if it leads me around to this spot. Marvelous oak tree over there with its russet colored leaves. And this is that sand pit where the ATVs and dirt bikes probably have a good time, especially in that mud pit down there. Across the mud pit is where that other ATV trail is. It's about 10 after 4 and I'm a little tempted to take a hike along there for a bit, which I probably will. You know me. Well, there are some very red oak leaves. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to go for a little bit on that path. I suspect it does go around to where I met up with the ATV trail after walking through the bush. Makes sense, given where the sun is now. I'm walking back from my little excursion up this other ATV trail to see where it might lead. Oddly enough, it looks strangely familiar coming back this way, and I'm thinking I might have ventured upon it at some point off a different trail, but honestly I can't remember how. So we will just leave it as a mystery for now. I'll walk this another time. See if it hooks up with that trail I've walked just now. It sure was a lot easier walking back than walking up the hill to on those trails. It was all downhill, so I'm back down along the edge of Slipper Lake again. If it's not too late, I think I might take a little bit of a walk over to the other trail on the other side there. I like to walk there. This is pretty right here. Very pretty. Always have to look up. I was taking some video down by the lake shore, and a dog came running up to me. Friendly sort. I mean, he didn't appear to be vicious, but he licked me on the face. There he goes walking. It's not even 4:30, so I decided to take a walk up along the other side of Slipper Lake for a bit. I like these fireweed plants after the blossoms are gone. They're so curled up. There's a few splashes of color. Not a lot though. Sure is pretty over here though, any time of the year. I love these big pine trees. They're lovely. So it's just a short little walk along here. I'm heading back. Pretty orange. It's just after 5 o'clock. I'm less than 15 minutes from my Jeep. And then less than 5 minutes to drive to my house. So it's no big deal. Gigantic rock. It's as tall as I am.